Take a conscious deep breath now. Take a conscious deep breath now. Right now. Take a conscious deep breath now. And as you take it, realize that your breath is your supreme center of gravity. And as I sing for myself, I would like you to join yourself in singing. My breath, my breath, my breath, my breath. My breath is my center of gravity now. My breath, my breath. Tap in as you do this. My breath, my breath. My breath is my center of gravity now. My breath, my breath. My breath, my breath. My breath. My breath is my center of gravity now. For my breath, the breath that I'm taking, my breath is my center of gravity now. Your breath, guaranteed. Your breath, your breath. Your breath is your center of gravity now. Your breath, your breath, your breath, your breath. Your breath is your center of gravity now. Your breath, your breath, your breath, your breath. Your breath is your center, your only real true center of gravity now. And as you tap in, as you bring your consciousness into alignment with your breath, keep singing. Our breath, our breath, our breath, our breath. Our breath is our center of gravity now. Our breath, our breath, our breath, our breath. Our breath is our center, our hub of gravity now. Our breath, our breath, our breath, our breath. Our breath is our center of gravity now. Our breath is our center of gravity now. And this is indeed your supreme centering technique. It doesn't matter how off balance you might feel, this technique and this mantra will balance you. Doesn't matter how distracted you might have been, how combobulated you have been, your chorus and your breath tapping will center you. They will reassure you as you remember and reconnect with your breath, knowing that your breath is your center of gravity. You will experience your breath as your center of gravity. And from your center of gravity, you can take on any task. You can handle any problem. You can deal with any issue because your center of gravity is your breath. And your breath is your authority. Your breath is your powerhouse. Your breath is your fuel base. And when you recognize your breath, when you turn to your breath, when you remember and accept your breath as your center of gravity, your entire universe, your entire planet, your entire body will confirm your claim. For your breath indeed, your breath indeed is your only true center of gravity now. So whenever you're confused, just take a couple minutes by yourself and sing your chorus. My breath, your breath, our breath is our center of gravity forever. Whenever your heart feels broken, whenever your mind feels confused, whenever your plans go awry, turn to your breath. For your breath will remind you of a number of important things. One, it will reassure you that it is your center of gravity. It will assure you that your planet is your support base. It will remind you and assure you that your cosmos, your God, is your center of gravity. And they're there for you. They will be there for you as long as your breath exists. It will be your center of gravity. That energy base to which you should turn. You don't have to entertain conspiracy theories of one kind or the other. You do not have to entertain self-doubt of any kind, for your breath is your center of gravity. And I'll give you the secret now. It's yours. Breath tapping into your breath, brings your consciousness into focus and align your consciousness with your breath, with your heart. And when your consciousness is aligned with your heart, all is well. Nothing can overcome you. For you march forward with your breath as your spinal column, as your stamina, as your center of gravity, and your capacity to fulfill yourself. So have fun. Remember that your breath is your happiness. Your breath is your health. Your breath is your wealth. Your breath is your well-being. Your breath is your freedom. Your breath is your wisdom. Your breath is your sweetness. Your breath is your satisfaction and your security. Your breath is your harmony. Your breath is your life. Your breath is your center of gravity. Have fun. Your breath is your center of gravity now and forever.